All right, guys. So now we're in part three of the Shopify SEO Image AI Optimizer. Part one, we generated an image URLs text file which has all the product images and the product IDs and the image order placement in a CSV format. And in part two of the video, we went ahead and we downloaded those product images into the downloaded images folder by running the download product images script. So now we're left with how do we resize and compress these images. We have a couple of things going on here. What I did was I made a first. You should make a copy for a backup of the folder that you just downloaded for the downloaded images, so that if anything happens during this image resize script, then you can start all over again by making another copy. Um, so let's go ahead and see what's in here. If you open the image resize script, you will see the max width, the max height dimensions, and this is a threshold. Everything that's above this threshold pixel, this is pixels, these are pixels, is going to get resized. So if an image is 1200 by 900, it will get resized to 820 by 520. 900 by 1200 will get resized to 520 by 820. And if it is 1200 by 1200, it will get resized to this. Now that means that any of these will get resized. So if the dimension is only above in the width, it will just resize resize it according to the one that's above the threshold. So it's either not both of them have to be over the threshold. Just as long as one of them is over the threshold, it'll resize the image. For the max size, these are bytes. This is 50 kilobytes. So if the image is above 50 kilobytes, then we're going to convert it to WebP, and we're going to use the WebP quality variable when we make that conversion to WebP. So if it's over 50 kilobytes, we'll convert it to WebP, and then we'll use this as a quality setting. Now that we've done that, I'm going to show you what happens when you run the script. So we have these settings. I'm going to go ahead and there's going to be a log output. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. It's going to start compressing and resizing images. All right, so now we're done. Now that we're done, I'm going to go ahead and check the image resize log, and then you're going to see that from 5 megabytes went to 656 kilobytes. Another way to confirm that is if you go and you put here review on Finder and just go to get info, you will see that the total is 700 kilobytes. And now if you close this, 765 kilobytes, if you close this and you go to the original one, which is the one that I made a copy of, you will see that it's 5 megabytes. So that's quite the reduction in size. You can then go ahead and check if you're happy with the output of your images. You will see that if you go review on Finder, none of these are actually above the threshold that we specified. So see 820 by 820. We got another one. Review on Finder. Get info. This one is 820 by 820 as well. And if there's any of these that you're not happy with the quality, then you will realize that if you have a lot of products, you probably won't realize it at first. However, once somebody complains about it, then you'll realize it, and then you can replace your image accordingly. It's a way to, if you have hundreds, thousands of products, then you're not going to sit there replacing product by product manually. this is the way to go. And then this one is 820 by 820 as well. So that's the threshold. That's how you set the threshold. And that's the WebP quality. And you can play around with these, see if you're happy with the overall output of your images. And I hope you guys find this as useful as I have. On the next part of the tutorial, we'll be going over how we are going to rename the images using the Gemini API, and also generating alt text to rename to help the SEO standard and to make it, well, actually it's not so much as the SEO as it is as accessibility, because you can imagine how annoying it is to know that there's a picture on screen and not knowing what it's about, especially for people that are visually impaired. um, so that would be part 4 of the tutorial, and then after that we'll go over how to replace the images themselves with the GraphQL Shopify API.